What's up everybody? Welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is a follow-up to the 2 horse thieves bench videos I put out in the past couple weeks. So if you watched either one of those videos, you know that horse thieves bench is a challenge that has been on my mind for a really long time. And I went back there a few weeks ago and I was super psyched to finally get this monkey off my back. When I sat down to edit the video, I did a walkthrough and I also had an uncut riding video. And the one that I put out that I thought was best just got passed last night by the other one. So I want to dive into some of these comments and see just what it is that you like about this video. Let's sort these by newest first, and then we'll scroll to the bottom. All right, first comment from Keithy G, somebody who comments on my videos all the time. Wow, you are the trail boss. Oh yeah, first baby. Sweet. So this is the perfect opportunity to tell you about my first comment club. If you go to my YouTube channel and you see the bell, clicking that bell will definitely tell you when my new videos are out. If you comment within the first hour of the video, you'll be entered to win the prize that's mentioned as the first comment club prize for that particular video. All right, let's dive into these comments. You'd be better off on a pogo stick, LOL. Pogo biking, new sport, good job. Probably a pogo stick would be a lot better. This one belongs in the Mountain Biking Hall of Fame. You heard it, I didn't say it, they said it. I hate climbing on bikes. If you hate climbing on bikes, you absolutely would hate trying to ride up horse thieves bench. If you are in the wilderness and you encounter obstacles like this, what you will do is just carry your bike to the top. This balancing act does not apply to real life mountain biking. Why do you have to torture yourself? Honestly, I don't know, because it really is torture, but I could promise you one thing. If I was in the wilderness, I'd probably still be stupid enough to try to ride it. Jason with a comment, but was the juice worth the squeeze? Probably not. You know, I think it's a certain type of person that wants to ride trials, and that's basically what this climb is. And I was always the guy on the ride growing up where if there was a log hop, I would sit there and try over and over and over and over. And all my friends would give up, and I would basically spend so much time trying to do it that by the time you finally do it, you're not even happy that you made it. You're just glad you could stop. And that was exactly the way that I felt about doing horse thieves bench. I was more happy that I would never have to try this climb again than I actually made it, because it's really frustrating and so easy to screw up. Digital Boondocks, hey Jeff, just curious, do you think it would have been any different with a rigid fork like a trials bike? Awesome video with the play-by-play. Absolutely it would be so much easier with a rigid fork, but the point of doing it on my trail bike is I rode that trail on a bike that I could confidently ride down horse thieves, do the whole loop at the bottom, and try to ride it up. So I don't think I'd really want to go mountain biking on a rigid fork, especially not in 2019. So it would definitely be easier going up, but it would suck going down. Am I riding clipless? Absolutely. I grew up riding trials. You don't clip in for mountain bike trials because it's so important to be able to step off the bike quickly without tipping over or not being able to unclip. So I probably could do it with flat pedals, but it's definitely easier being clipped in. Let's untag Ali Clarkson from this one because we don't need him coming to try it. BCPOV, the one thing I didn't mention that I'm doing all that stuff at altitude makes it even harder. Congrats. So one of the things I definitely think helped me was every other time that I went, I'd basically drive kind of straight there and hop out of the car and try to do this climb. And it is at about 5,000 feet and it does make it a lot harder. This time I spent a week in Moab leading up to it, and I think that that week at a slightly higher elevation than I have in New Jersey definitely helped, because even though I was breathing heavy, I didn't have an aneurysm like I felt like I was going to have the first few times I tried. The question is, would I do it again? Honestly, probably not, because it would be really, really hard to clean again. I would be really frustrated leaving it on a down note. Oh, you must be so proud. How did you help anyone other than you to beg online? Yawn. Do something for another human, Yammerhead. Then you will have something to pat yourself on the back for. All right, let's like this comment, and let's reply with a link to my Candide fundraiser. Here's one that I was super psyched on. Remy Battalier commenting, wow, what an animal. If you've ever watched some of the videos of Remy going down, the guy's absolutely insane. So for him to watch this video and give it props, I was super psyched. Tim Bell, so rad. Jeff, for all the folks who might not realize how large of a human you are, will you please share with us? Going uphill is tricky when you're pedaling, but when you're your size, it's crazy. Height and weight, please and thanks. You are the man. So I am 6'4", about 225 pounds. Believe it or not, going up has usually been a little bit easier for me being so big, as long as it's just more power ups. Of course, on a really long climb, I'm going to get dropped by somebody much smaller. But when you're going up, for me, a 29-inch mountain bike is a lot more maneuverable than a small person. So I don't know, I think it helps sometimes. Bill Kibitz, FYI, you were doing an aerobic, not an anaerobic exercise. If you go anaerobic, you pass out. Might even get serious brain injury if your anaerobic condition continues for more than a couple minutes. I started college as a physical therapy major, so I think I know, but let's just make sure. Anaerobic exercise definition. Examples of aerobic exercise include swimming laps, running, and cycling. Anaerobic involves quick, short bursts of energy and are performed at maximum effort for a short period of time. So that's essentially what I was doing on this climb, was a bunch of anaerobic efforts. If it was an aerobic activity, I would have just gone a steady pace the entire way, but there's really no way to do that on this climb. So I had to break it up into short sections. So that's why I stopped several times on the way up. So overall, it's an aerobic event, but it's broken up into a whole bunch of short anaerobic efforts. I'm held. That doesn't even look fun. It's actually not very fun. It's almost like a curse. Sometimes you get these ideas in your head of something that you want to do, and it's not even really fun anymore, but you just have to do it to prove to yourself that you can. He follows it up, though, with, "You're going the wrong way, asshole." I would agree with you, except for the fact that that's the only way down and up. So if you want to ride that loop at the bottom, you got to go down and up it. So it's not technically the wrong way. This comment is awesome. "Is that the best trail you could find to get up the mountain? You should really get some trail maps. I've been up that mountain literally 10 times faster than you, and I only ride like once a week." I'm assuming that's a joke, but maybe I just need some new trail maps. "No crux moves. The whole thing is a crux." Great motivation, brother. It's actually not all crux moves. The main crux moves I could think of is after the second break, you got to do that 180 and clear the gap, and then there's the big step up, and then the last step up. Those are really the three crux moves. Other than that, it's just all annoying stuff that's going to mess you up, and you're just desperately trying not to make a mistake. Nice, even with a full water bottle. Wicked. Could just imagine Jack Carthy ripping this run in like 30 seconds. Shh, we don't need to tell him. Any idea what frame brakes he's running? So the bike that I'm on is my signature bike from Reeb Cycles. It's called the Ridiculous. I'm not going to say it was the bike that got me up this time, but I think it's a little bit of a coincidence that once I finally got it, I happened to be on a bike that I helped design. As far as the brakes, those are the brand new Shimano XTR 4-piston trail brakes, and they are super, super strong. You definitely don't want to be rolling back when you're trying to ride up that stuff. I'm tired from just watching this. I'm tired from reading all these comments, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you click that bell notification so you get alerted when I put out a new video. If you haven't checked out both of them yet, I'll link to them at the end of the video. And until next time, get out there and be a boss.